Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. On this segment of Memories of Malta, we're going to be making a soup. And yes, the Maltese people really love their soups and stews. This one is going to contain the vegetable marrow, or arabali, as I showed you before when I stuffed them. Now, they're really versatile. You can stuff them, you can grill them, you can put them in soups, and they stand up much more than a zucchini. I would liken it to like a cross between a zucchini and a squash. So today, our recipe in Maltese is called Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Basal. And what that means is basically the vegetable marrows with onions. Alright guys, I'm going to be right back and show you what we're going to need to make this amazing soup. Stay with me. Hey guys, I'm back to show you the ingredients that we're going to need to make Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Basal. Now, obviously, arabali, or vegetable marrow. I have 6 pretty decent sized arabali here. If you can find the round ones, then obviously you'll probably just double up on that, use about 12. The recipe does state anywhere between 400 to 600 grams of vegetable marrow according to your taste, and I like it, so I'm going to put a little bit extra in there. Alright, I also have here 3 small cooking onions, or you can use 2 large if you have it. I have here about, I'd say a little over 400 grams of frozen peas, 3 small potatoes, or if you don't have small potatoes, use 1 big huge one or 2 medium, okay? Ground pepper for the spices, and just some freshly ground sea salt. That's it. Now, I'm going to taste this, as I always do, and if I need to add maybe some garlic or parsley maybe even, I'm going to. The last addition that we're going to need is about 400 to 500 grams of ricotta cheese or cottage cheese. Now I'm using a light 1% cottage cheese, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this strain out its whey until the cottage cheese is a little more thick and resembles ricotta. But you can go ahead and use ricotta if you want, and this is going to be added in the end. Of course, you're going to need some butter or margarine and some kind of oil to get your vegetables started in your pot. Alright guys, so that's it. It's quite simple. I'll be back and show you what I do next. Hey guys, I'm back from my kitchen, and as you can see, I obviously went ahead and chopped up all my veggies. Washed my arabali really good, and my potatoes, peeled them, and chopped them up roughly. Now it doesn't really matter how you chop these up, because they are going to get whizzed with the immersible hand blender. However, when speaking about the arabali, some recipes tell you to peel them. I'm not going to, because number one, I think it adds color. There's no really reason to peel these. And number two, this is where all the nutrients is. And most of our vegetables and fruits that we eat, most of them, the nutrients are in the skin, guys. So I'm leaving mine on. You can peel it. It's completely optional and up to you. However, what I did go ahead and do is I took 1.5 of my arabali and I cut it into more bite-sized manageable pieces, and this is going to be added to the soup after it's all blended, just to add a little more texture and also aesthetics. I think it looks pleasing. Alright, so guys, this is all going into my pot with a little bit of olive oil and get them going, and then I'll throw in the water, which I'll show you, and the peas, and we'll get this going. It doesn't take long at all. Be right back, guys. I'm back real quick just to show you what I did with my cottage cheese. If you're using the ricotta, obviously you don't have to do this, but if you're using cottage cheese like I am, what I did was I just dumped the container into my sieve and set it over its own container. Alright, and some of the, you can see already it's starting to drip into the container. So this will just sit on the counter for the duration of the cooking. Maybe I'll help it along every so often with a bit of a gentle stir, and then when it's nice and thick enough, then it will go into our soup at the end. Just wanted to show you that, guys. Alright, be right back. Hello my friends, I'm back. As you can see, my veggies have sauteed, and they're really, I hope you can see, sweating down. They're really releasing their own natural waters, juices. And look at the color. It's so vibrant. I hope you can look at the color with the steam in your eye. Is that better? No. Anyways, that's another reason why I keep these skins on, because I just like the color in here. Otherwise it would just be like one big white mass. Alright guys, so at this point in time, I've added my salt and pepper, and as you should layer your cooking as you go. And by the way, I did add 2 more small onions because I just thought my 3 little ones didn't match up to 2 large. I mean, after all, this is basal, so it's with onions. So that's an important part of the recipe. So at this point, I'm going to add my hot boiling water from my kettle, and I'm sorry about the steam. And I think 1 kettleful is perfect. If you see that you need to add more water, add it slowly at a time, or if you're using maybe a vegetable stock, which doesn't really call for, because you really want the flavor of the arabali and onions to shine through. So just check on it, and if you think you need to add a little bit more water, go ahead and do so. But I think this is perfect because it's going to reduce down. So in just about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to add my peas, my piselli, to here, and then everything, once it gets nice and soft, we're going to whiz it up, and then I'll show you what we do next. Alright guys, we're almost done. It's so simple. Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli. Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Mela. Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli damn it. Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Basal. Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Basal. I think I got it. Soppa Tal-Qarabaghli Basal. Oh my god, I'm never gonna learn Maltese. Hey guys, welcome back. I know my lighting is really horrible here, but the color of this soup is so stunningly, beautifully green, like fresh green leaves off a springtime tree. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it if I put more light in here, but it's really quite beautiful. Now this is not a cream of soup, so don't think it's going to be like a really thick cream of soup. I call these like a velvet soup. The potatoes, the starch in the potatoes help thicken it slightly, but it's not going to be like a really thick cream of soup. So at this point in time, guys, I'm just going to put this back on the hob for a little bit, and I'm just going to let it reduce down just slightly and keep the temperature low, and then I will put the rest of my reserved arabali, and I did reserve a little bit of peas as well, and then after that's pretty much cooked, the cottage cheese will go in here. Okay guys, thanks for sticking with me. This is a really simple recipe, and I hope you guys try it. I'll be right back and show you what it looks like next. Hey peeps, welcome back. So I've set my soup back onto the hob and let it reduce down a bit, which it has quite sufficiently. And at this point in time, now is time to add my reserved arabali and piselli. So carefully, in they go, and they're just going to be cooked on a medium to low heat just until they're soft and tender. I don't want these to turn into mush. Alright guys, my cottage cheese, what I did was I turned it out into a bowl and just used the back of my fork to mash it a little bit to help the last part of the way to come out, and it also really resembles ricotta. And you guys, it's a really good trick to use low-fat cottage cheese as a substitute for fatty ricotta. Alright guys, I'll show you that in a bit. These are going to cook down, and then we're going to plate up. Alright guys, thanks a lot for sticking in. Oh, I'll be. Okay, I'm back to show you my cottage cheese. It really looks like a mashed up ricotta now. Most of the way is gone, and it has a nice creamy texture like ricotta, I know I'm using my fingers, but they're clean, and I'm eating this, so don't worry. Alright guys, so my reserved arabali and the piselli, the peas, are in the soup, and they're just about done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to plate it up and show you what it looks like. I can't wait. Hey guys, welcome back. We're at the end of our road here. What I have here is our soup all done, and with the cottage cheese is blended in there. And what I've gone ahead and done is just added some grated cheese on top. Why not, for some fun? I have some nice Maltese style crusty bread here. This isn't the Maltese hobza, but it's very, very, very close. As you can see, we have our arabali, our piselli, the cottage cheese is in here, and I'm just going to mix this around and let that cheese I put on top melt in there. Oh my god. Doesn't that look amazing? It's so wonderful. Guys, the vegetables didn't take long to soften up in here, and all that's left to do, well, is to eat. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Grazie hafna, and I'll see you guys next time on the Euro Cooking Canuck and another installment of Memories of Malta. Thanks so much. Ciao. See you soon. I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh yeah. Oh my god. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Guys, try it. Seriously. Oh, ciao.